Ingliz tilida speakingni qanday qilib oshirishni o'ylayapsizmi? Albatta biz sizga yordam beramiz. Biz bilan birgalikda ingliz tili shartlarida qatnashing. IELTS Pro kanaliga tashrif buyuring.
Hello guys, today we are here to improve our task 1. How do we do it? We try to get 7 for IELTS writing task 1 by using 6 sentence structures to compare numbers. I want to thank IELTSmaterials.com site. If you want to improve your IELTS score, even if you're doing a self-study, that's a great gem of materials where you find everything that you need to improve your score, starting from the exam preparation materials, finishing with the IELTS recent tests that were taken in different countries. So please visit this website to improve your score by a variety of new topics and books. So today we are doing task 1, trying to improve task 1 by using 6 sentences that are already provided here with examples. So usual sentence structures for IELTS writing task 1. A wide variety of sentence structures is one of the essential keys to get a 7 or higher for your grammar score in IELTS writing task 1. As far as you know, you will most likely be given a graph, chart, diagram, or table to write about. Firstly, you have to choose the most important figures and features to write about and compare them to meet the task response requirements in IELTS writing task 1. But we know in Uzbek we like to call it trend, yes? However, you need to know how to give trends or even simple sentences so that you will show your best grammar. Below are usual high scoring levels sentence structures which you can use to utilize to get a high score for IELTS writing task 1. The first one is as, whereas, and while connectives, and then the information about the number, followed by with verb, and then comma, and then another information with another verb, and then you can add at the same time. So here's an example. While the figure for factories, here the figure is x, and then we will give them verb here. Here it's went up. So while the figure for factories in Japan went up dramatically to 120,000 in 2010, and the quantity in Korea plummeted to 12,000 at the same time. You can see while was followed by the noun, subject, and the verb here, and then the comma and the second clause with the quantity in Korea plummeted to 12,000 at the same time. So you're adding the same time at the end of the sentence, and both clauses of the sentence have their verbs, just it begins with while or as or whereas. And the second type of sentence that you could enrich your task 1 is clause, then followed by, and then noun phrase. There was a dramatic growth in the number of factories in Japan to 12,000 in 2010. Then you can see a comma, and then after this clause you will say followed by, and then noun, followed by a sharp decrease. Here noun phrase is sharp decrease to 1,000 in 2015. So that's a great structure. Third one, clause, so part of a sentence, then prior to or before, then verb ing. Please pay attention, there is no subject. So the number of factories in Japan experienced an increase. So you're saying the main sentence here, and then before hitting a free fall to 1,000 in 2015, and then you are following it with before or prior to, and then verb, but in the ing form, without subject. Okay, hitting a free fall to 1,000 in 2015. The fourth one is clause. It's just like this, but with after. Clause after verb ing. The figure for factories in Japan hit a free fall to 1,000 in 2015. Then instead of prior to, before, we are saying after. After undergoing an increase. Again, verb is given as an ing form, no subject. So what you might ask me, why do I need 3 and 4 at the same time? Sometimes you need to show the information with the word, with the sentence, and then saying what happened before it. So you give the 2 and then you give the 1. But here you give the 1 and then you give the 2. So you can enrich your structure by providing not the same connectives. Like you cannot use prior to, before more than once, right? It's much better to mix it up with other connectives like after. So let's look at number 5. In comparison to or with some information like a number, then which verb. Again, this sentence is about this number. Then your main information followed by verb. So in comparison with the number of factors in Japan, so this was like this. Number of factors is x, and in comparison with the or to the is the first part of the clause, which witnessed the dramatic increase. So what witnessed the dramatic increase? The number of factors witnessed the dramatic increase. Otherwise, you would be just saying number of factors in Japan witnessed the dramatic increase. Instead, you are saying in comparison with the number of factors in Japan, which witnessed the dramatic increase. And then you're giving the main sentence, the quantity in Korea plummeted to 12,000 at the same time. So in other words, if you had to give these two information separately, they would be just present simple sentences without your ability to show your grammar structures, your skills in grammar. So you would be saying, number of factors in Japan witnessed a dramatic increase, and then you just finish the sentence and begin the new one saying quantity in Korea plummeted to 12,000 at this time. So you would be giving just two sentences without any grammar structures. Here you're connecting those two ideas by first giving the first information with the in comparison to, then giving verbs to that information, and then you're giving your main information in the second part of the clause. Number 6, you give the information first, then verb, and then the next verb is going to come with ing. If you pay attention, it's just like number 3 and 4, but without prior to or before. Okay, prior to or before here are not given. The quantity of factors in Japan went through a period of dramatic increase to 120,000 in 2010, exceeding, you see, no subject, exceeding the number in Korea, which had only 12,000. Why no subject? Because you have already given the subject here. What exceeds the number in Korea? It is quantity of factories. So again, you can follow it up with the which verb. If you want to talk about that number in Korea, again, stating the exact number, then you can by the help of which. So I hope you learned something here. As can be seen, the sentence above all contain numbers which you must include in your writing task 1 to get a 7 in task achievement. Okay, then plus they all use high level vocabulary, most assuredly earning an 8 or 9 in those categories. So if you want such tips or lessons from me, you can hit me up in Telegram, Beş Plus. I'm going to give the link below. Also, if you want to improve your speaking, and if you want to lose your scare from or being afraid from speaking, you can join us at IELTS Bro channel in Telegram at 7 p.m. in Tashkent time every day. We are practicing and improving our score from IELTS, not for just speaking, but for writing as well, because we're talking not just everyday topics, we're discussing IELTS Task 2 topics. So I hope to see you soon in those channels. Good luck to all the students.